In the world of cricket, there has always been a debate about who was the world's greatest all-rounder, Gary Sobers or Jacques Kallis. New cricket fans say that Kallis is better, whereas Sobers is placed higher in cricket history. In fact, even Bradman ranked Sobers higher. Older cricket fans also rate him higher. But people, modern-day fans, say about Kallis that he is a bit underrated in this matter. In fact, Kallis should be rated higher than Sobers. Because Kallis has more centuries, Kallis has scored more runs. So, looking at that, they feel that Kallis should be rated higher. But still, if we talk about cricket historians, what cricket historians in big journals like Wisden say, they also place Sobers higher in cricket history. Besides this, when Wisden and ESPN made their all-time teams, in both those teams, Gary Sobers chosen as the all-rounder. So now, let's discuss why it is that Gary Sobers is considered a greater all-rounder, even greater than Kallis. Let's give the reasons for this. So, let's put the scorecards of both their careers in front of us. Kallis scored around 13,000 runs, 13,000 plus, and Sobers scored 8,000 plus. But if we look at one more thing, Kallis played many more innings, about 120 more innings. Because in the modern era, more matches were played. In Sobers' time, fewer matches were played. So, playing 120 more innings, he scored 5,000 more runs. Secondly, if we look at the batting average, Sobers has a better batting average than Kallis. Both are amazing. 55 for Kallis, 57.78 for Sobers. Sobers had a batting average of almost 58, 57.78 to be exact, and he was scoring runs at this average, which is one of the best. Now, if we talk about runs per inning, Sobers is better than Kallis here too, is 50.20, Sobers. After that, let's talk about the fact that Sobers was a record holder in his time, the highest run getter, just like Sachin Tendulkar is at present. When Sobers finished his career, he had surpassed Wally Hammond to become the highest run getter of his time, and later Geoffrey Boycott broke his record. And if you see, among all players who have scored over 8,000 runs, Sobers has the best average. Sobers' average is 57.78. No player who has scored more than 8,000 runs has such an average. Besides this, talking about versatility, Sobers could bowl in 3 different styles: left arm orthodox spin, left arm wrist spin, and left arm fast. He could do all 3. Apart from that, if we look at the bowling position, Sobers played a lot as a strike bowler in the first and second positions. But Kallis, he mostly played as a support bowler. If we show Kallis's bowling position, there are very few innings where he played in the first or second position. He mostly played in the third, fourth, or fifth positions as a support bowler, a change bowler. So, one special quality in all-rounders is to see who plays more in the strike position or as the first change, rather than in a support position. Because this indicates that he was the team's main bowler. Kallis, in his time, was a support bowler for the team. The main bowlers were Donald and Pollock, and later, Stein. After that, if we go into more detail, 24.7% of the innings that Sobers played were as a strike bowler, and about 53.8% he played as a strike or first change bowler combined. Whereas Jacques Kallis, how many did he play? So, Jacques Kallis, he played very few, only 4.22% in the strike position. And if we combine the strike position with the first change, it's 36.75%, which is decent but less than Sobers. After that, let's look at their combined performance with both bat and ball together. This combined performance is judged by how many matches a player scored a 50 or a century and took more than 3 wickets in the same match, in any inning. Sobers did this in 23.66% of his matches, while Kallis scored either a 50 or a century and took more than 3 wickets in the same match in only 9.04% of his matches. So Sobers' percentage here is more than twice as good as Kallis's. He very frequently performed with both bat and ball together. He would either score a century or a half-century and take 3 or more wickets in the same match. This is a big deal for all-rounders. How big a deal this is, you can understand it this way: besides Sobers, Australia's Keith Miller showed a similar performance. Sobers showed the best, and Keith Miller is second best in this regard. His is also around 22%. Botham comes in third, which is also decent. Apart from them, all-rounders like Kallis and Imran Khan, as well as Hadley and Kapil Dev, couldn't do as well in this criterion. Besides that, another thing that is looked at is whether an all-rounder has scored more than 300 runs and taken over 20 wickets in a single series. This is also very rare. This feat has only been achieved 15 times in 5 or 6 match series in cricket. Even in this, Sobers and Keith Miller, these two all-rounders, are ahead of everyone. Sobers achieved this feat the most, 3 times, and Keith Miller did it twice. Apart from them, if you look at other all-rounders, Hadley did it once, Botham once, and Kapil Dev once. Neither Imran Khan nor Kallis have done it. However, we are not saying that these players are not good all-rounders, but what we are saying is that not all all-rounders meet all these criteria. But if you look at Sobers, he and Keith Miller meet the maximum criteria. That's why Gary Sobers is considered the ultimate all-rounder, because he fulfills all the criteria. Whether it's strike bowling, being the first change bowler, spin, fast bowling, batting in the top 6, dynamic gameplay, combined performance with bat and ball, or scoring more than 300 runs and taking more than 20 wickets in a single series, you will see Gary Sobers performing in every area. That's why he is considered the greatest all-rounder in cricket history.